The Dickies were living in China with their 8-year-old daughter, Hermione, when the novel coronavirus broke out. Dad, James, was working 200 miles away at the time. Mom, Priscilla, and their 8-year-old daughter were able to board one of those U.S. evacuation flights out of Wuhan. And they escaped. They were safe until their daughter caught the virus here in the U.S. in Memphis, Tennessee. I want to thank you both for being with me. Thank you so much. Your daughter Hermione just tested positive for coronavirus last week. And James, I know you tested positive along with your parents. Tell us first how everyone is doing.
Well, we're hanging in there. Luckily, most of our symptoms have been mild so far, and we're just staying in quarantine, staying home, and trying to ride it out right now.
And Priscilla, you know, when you were leaving, I imagine there was considerable relief getting out of Wuhan. Did you ever think that the real risk for you, for your family, was going to be here in the U.S.?
No, never. I thought that we were getting out. And yeah, when it all hit, I was like, oh my gosh. It was never something that came to mind when we were on that plane.
Did it feel when you left on that plane that you were leaving the threat behind, that you were relieved?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The build up to leaving, I thought, wow, we're able to get out. We can be safe.
Yeah. Of course, right? That's what everyone thought on those planes. And you're both in this unique position because you saw how China handled the coronavirus, and now you're seeing how the U.S. is doing. James, compare what you saw there to what you're seeing in the U.S.
Well, it's really night and day, to be honest. When we were in China, you couldn't go outside very much. You had to always, of course, wear a mask, get your temperature checked, and just, it got to a point in some places in Hubei where people were even being blockaded inside of their apartments. People were not outside, and here everybody is just going out, doing what they want to do, and there doesn't seem to be much concern as to whether people are going to transmit this disease or not.
Yeah, and somewhere between draconian measures like you saw there in China and completely just letting this thing fly free is this discussion about what's done in the middle. And so I wonder for you, Priscilla, as you watch what Americans are doing, what do you think about how seriously they're taking the virus, considering what you know as a mom?
Well, I have to say they're not taking it seriously enough. Where I live right now is a small little town, and they don't have a whole lot of cases. There's not a whole lot of fear for it. But at the same time, we have to be a little bit more cautious about how we're going out, what we're doing.